Ooh, this is exotic. Muscle Cat Media. Nice. Cultural.
Welcome inside the gauntlet, inside the draft room of another week of Destiny Draft, the most important fantasy baseball game that arguably anybody's playing on planet Earth because it's ours and we made it up. Well, Spoon made it up, and that's the beautiful part about it. We'll recap what happened last week. We'll draft this week. We got a new listener on board. But first, Rolsey, Spoon, welcome to another draft. First off, how are we feeling before we give somebody some credit here?
I'll go first. I'm feeling awful. I invented it and it was going great. Everything was fine. First 4 weeks, nearly 4 perfect weeks. And it was a humbling week. Rolsey's used the phrase killed by his own invention a few times, but that couldn't have been more accurate over the weekend. I thought I was going to slither into third, but it came down to the last plate appearance for Corbin Carroll today, my guy. He struck out. JT went past me by a point, and I got my first cellar dweller appearance of 2026. I see what you mean, Rolsey. It doesn't feel good.
Look, I said that we need to give a man his praises, and we do. And Spoon, I've got to give you a lot of praise, man, a lot of love. You're sitting in first place at 15 points, 196 on the season. It's much more than anybody else. Your team is so good that you can absorb a bad week that you're sitting in first place. But we're going to bring in the other member and the other host of this podcast. It's the man who is sitting in fourth and last place by multiple points. At that, too, Andrew Reynolds in fourth place. How are you feeling? Do you think you can make a bit of a comeback?
Can you, not just give a dying man his flowers once? Just please? Good grief.
No,
dude.
Here
I thought, I don't know why I thought that was going to end any way other than what it did. No. But yeah, look, I don't think anybody's ever going to score 70 points again.
No.
So, I've at least achieved something of historical significance in Destiny Draft. It's crazy to score 70 points and then still be left here with the number one overall pick. But it was never really in doubt. After Miz's second start, it was it was going to take something crazy to run me down. And I mean, we even talked about it last week. You needed Chase Burns to have an excellent start at the end of the week, and he did. He struck out 9 in 6 innings and only allowed 1 run, and it was still just nowhere close. So Miz is a cheat code. You feel that's when the number one overall pick is a really big benefit. It's if the best guy on the board is a top 50 player, there's really no benefit to drafting first. It's probably actually worse because you're going to get a mediocre guy. But when you have a guy like Mizorowski that you can take first overall and he starts 3 times, it's going to be really hard for anybody to lose. Knock on wood, because Spoon's going to pull another Miz card today, I think.
Well, I had 49 points, which would literally win in some other weeks. But Rolsey, you dominated 70 points. It's a new standard. He beat me by 21 points. And it wasn't just Miz that got it done. We kind of expected Miz to do exactly that. But his picks of Michael Harris and Cole Young were probably the ones that made the big difference. Because remember, in Destiny Draft, there's 4 people drafting. Rolsey goes first, but he also goes 8th, which means there were 6 chances for other people to pick either Cole Young or Michael Harris, and you sat back on them. You got your guys. Well done, Rolsey. Those were the picks that really made the difference, right? Because Miz was good. We knew he would be good, but it was all about could you make or break, and you picked a guy that had 22 in Cole Young, 15 in Michael Harris, and it was some of the best. I had 25 points from Chase Burns. That was fine. I was only 8 behind Miz, right? So
yeah, it kind of feels like the fact that Rolsey gets to pick first again here, it's like he's recovered an onside kick, right? He scored a touchdown to cut it to 3, where inside the 2-minute warning, he's recovered an onside kick, and now he's about to drive the ball again.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was impressive stuff. So well done, Rolsey. 70 is the new mark, a great individual performance. I don't know if that will ever be seen again, but we're going to rip some new cards in a few moments. And if you're just joining us, this is Destiny Draft. This is a fantasy baseball game that we made up here on Baseball Expats, and it's a pretty simple concept. Spoon has sourced 3 packs of Topps baseball cards. He is going to rip those baseball cards. Those baseball card pools is going to be our player pool, and we are each going to draft one by one, snake order styles, a team of 3 players each. You have to have a pitcher, you have to have a hitter. We add up the points in a very simple scoring system. All we're looking for is hits, runs, RBIs, strikeouts if you, in innings pitched. We're not looking for the advanced metrics. We're not looking for stolen bases. Who's getting on base, who's scoring runs, and who's shutting them down on the mound. It's a really, really simple game, and we're completely powerless to whatever the pull is going to be. And the best part is we bring in a listener every week to join us drafting. And this week, we're going even more international. We're going all the way across the water. Then we're going across some more water. Then we're traversing across Europe and we're finding a little small Italian village. And out of that village comes Sofia. Sofia, welcome to Baseball Expats. Welcome to Destiny Draft. You are taking on the managerial role of the listener and on behalf of Italy this week, mind you, too.
That's a lot of pressure, guys.
That is a lot of pressure. Sofia, tell us, though, where are you from in Italy? What's your favorite Italian baseball team?
Do we even have baseball? We probably do. I'm not super, I'm not huge into sports, but yeah, I'm from a little village close to Milan, about 30 minutes away. It's called Morengo, if you ever want to visit. There's not much going on, but I'll be there, maybe.
I'm going to Google what Milan baseball team is there. Milano Baseball, 1946. The official stadium, Centro Sportivo, J.F. Kennedy. So they've named their baseball stadium after John F. Kennedy in classic.
I've never ever heard
Italian
of it.
President.
Sophia, I will say that the bar is set incredibly low because Eric has the lowest score of anybody in a single round this year. It was last round where he scored 6 points. So chances are you could probably just throw 3 darts and beat Eric's score from last round. So the bar is set incredibly low. So anything you do is going to probably, without a doubt, outscore what Eric did 2 weeks ago.
Okay, that's making me feel a little bit better. I'm hoping in a little bit of beginner's luck, maybe. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Well, we appreciate you joining us. You are taking over the listeners' team, and there's a rolling standings because we've been doing this all year. First place gets 4 points in a round. Second place gets 3. Third place 2. Last place 1. I don't know why we give the last place winner 1. They should get 0. We'll change that next year. And we add up the points at the end of the season. There's only 4 rounds left. Spoon's got 15 points. The listener, that's you, Sofia, you've got 13. I've got 12. And Rolsey, even though it's like he's I don't know, what's an example of a baseball player that's hit 74 home runs and the team still missed the playoffs throughout all of that. It's kind of
Mike Trout.
Yeah, you're Mike Trout.
I think it's a good thing to mention. Maybe with the exception of the commissioner, we'd have to check the Spotify stats. But Sofia is probably our most loyal listener who is actually a listener. When she was over in prison, or Cal, as we call it here in Adelaide, she didn't have much to get through outside of Baseball Expats content, although her favorite episodes were the ones in which we didn't talk about baseball, like the World Cup episode was her favorite. So I don't know what that says about her baseball fandom, but good to get a loyal week 1 listener in 2026 on board.
I don't know what that says about the content of our show either, really.
Yeah,
we didn't even get to talk about Italy in the World Cup because it would be hard to do that.
4 years from now, maybe.
We did give them their props in the WBC.
True.
Man, Italy were the surprise packet of the WBC, right? They were the story. That Italy baseball did better than almost all of our countries.
Yeah,
include the
big,
US in there because they didn't win.
Caglione guy, or gal, I guess.
Alessandro Maestri, ABL legend, Sydney Blue Sox, Italian superstar. Anyway, Spoon, let's do this. Let's pull those packages right up to the microphone. Let's rip them. Let's meet our player pool for this week.
The best sound of the week. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. All right. Oof. I said off air, but we are opening Series 2 for the first time this year. The Topps Series 2 product comes out around the All-Star break, so there might be a slightly different bias or skew of players, some new players available, like rookies that weren't available in the first round, and some retired players will be out of the pool. So hopefully we should actually see a stronger pool moving forward now that we're in the back half of the year. And wouldn't you know it, the first cab off the rank for pack number 1, Chase Burns.
No.
Probably only going to start twice, though, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he went today, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely won't get 2. But, I mean, two Chase Burns will be a lot better than 2 road Brian Wu starts, I can tell you that much. We've got Jake Mangum, outfielder for the Pirates. We've got the entire Atlanta Braves team. We have Grayson Rodriguez, pitcher for the Angels. We have Sal Frelick, Brewers outfielder. We have Jake Berger, Rangers first baseman. JVN Sandridge. Maybe they went a little too aggressive on adding rookies to the product because I've never heard of this guy. We got Jackson Churio. He's a pretty solid DD name. He's popped up a few times, I think. We've got Justin Verlander, who maybe hasn't technically retired, but definitely should. We've got Wyatt Langford from the Rangers. We've got Abner Uribe from the Brewers. And we've got, what's this guy called? The Password? Josh Dinkson Garcia. See the Password? Yeah, coolest nickname in baseball. Unfortunately, he's not very good, but hell of a nickname. Pretty weak first pack. Very, very Rolsey heavy there, given he's got the first pick, and I'm not sure there's more than a couple bona fide first round picks there, but we're about to open pack number 2, so let's have a look.
This is not as cracked as last time.
That one definitely isn't.
We've got, this is awful, Risen Suns. The LA Dodgers Japanese stars lead LA to a World Series. We can just burn that one on pod or off pod. It's up to you boys.
Hey, I'm going camping next week. Can I borrow that card?
Yeah, that can be Kinder. Yeah. We've got Jamison Tyone, traded today, I believe.
Yeah, to the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays legend, Jamison Tyone. We've got Mark Vientos. We've got Nick Fortes. We've got Murakami. So one of those rookies mentioned before that wasn't in Series 1. We're going to be thickening out the talent pool a little bit and then weakening it with whoever Gustavo Campero is. We've got...
Sounds Italian.
Does, doesn't he? Gustavo or Mexican?
I'd say Mexican. Not super Italian.
Former legend of the Alphabet Theme team, I believe.
Who is that?
We've got Cade Povich, pitcher from the O's. We've got Cody Bellinger, outfielder for the Yankees. We've got Caden Dana, Future Stars. So I think this is like a AAA guy. That's not great. This pool is really weak, guys. We have Nolan Ryan. Anyone want to draft Nolan Ryan? The all-time strikeout leader, but he hasn't pitched in 30 years. That's his one defect. And then a little bit of star power back in the everyday lineup after a couple of months off. We've got Jose Ramirez. He's a first rounder for sure, but geez, impressions after 2 packs, boys. This is very light on.
Difficult, yeah, to say the least.
Let's hope we get some star power in pack number 3. We have Brandon Woodruff, my guy, unfortunately on the IL and probably never going to pitch again because nothing's coming out. We have Nathan Lucas from the Blue Jays. We have the Giants team. It's another burnt card. Tyler Soderstrom, Andy Pajes, Eric's guy. Andre Granillo from the Nationals. Brooks Baldwin from the White Sox. This is terrible. Luis Hill from the Yankees. The entire Pittsburgh Pirates team. Wow. Chase Mydroth from the White Sox. Kyle Schwarber. Nice. It's a really cool card. Little orange sunburst thing going on here. Not necessarily a Destiny Draft superstar, but he does hit bombs. And then to close things off, we've got a really nice rookie card here of Cam Schlittler, which completely changes, I think, Rolsey's pick number 1. Yeah, look, not our best, probably to be expected after such a cracked pool last time. It's going to take expert baseball knowledge, I think, to navigate the depths of this pool. But fortunately, we have 4 of the biggest ball knowers on the planet right now in this show.
Yeah, and if I'm the listener and if I'm Sophia, I'm just hearing the big names that are like sure takes, right? Like you're going to have to take Javier Sandridge. You're going to have to probably jump all over Gustavo Campero.
You're an asshole.
You know, just some of the biggest names in baseball are right here for the taking.
All right, should we break there, boys, and circulate the pool?
Yeah, we will tally the names. We'll strategize and get ready for the draft on the other side. fellas, it is time to draft. Rolsey, it'll work as follows. You're going to draft first because you're in last place, even though you set the all-time record last week. I'll go second because I'm in second last place. Sofia, the Italian from a small, tiny village in the north of Italy, will draft third, representing the listener, and Spoon will draft fourth. Now, we'll go in snake order, which means it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, until we figure it all out. Now, last week, I was happy with my 49-point performance, and I had a cheese board during that. So I've decided to kind of replicate the formula, but make some improvements. So I brought some for this draft. Some Mediterranean nuts in honor of our Italian friend who is from a country that borders the Mediterranean. I have a $80 bottle of wine, and I've got a World Series cup from the Toronto Blue Jays that's plastic. So we're going to pour a little wine in this old cup, and we're going to eat some Mediterranean nuts. And with that honor and the picnic ready to go, I think we're ready to draft.
We don't know that it's not your picnic spread that gave Rolsey his powers here. So while you might be happy to run it back with another 49, we could also be trying to chase down a mammoth 70.
Well, it's okay. If I have another 49 and Rolsey has a big number and we go 4-3, I'm okay because I'm still ahead of him. You go down the list. Like, that would work for me.
Okay, we'll see.
Well, on the clock.
Rolsey, you are on the clock.
You think he'd be used to picking first, right? Like he always seems surprised when he has to kick things off. It's been every single
is it
round.
my turn? I'm going to take Cam Schlittler, and I'm not really going to elaborate on why because I think it's pretty obvious.
Why?
Because he's the fourth best player in baseball as far as the Destiny Draft database is concerned, and he'll get 3 starts. So he starts tomorrow against the St. Louis Cardinals, which will be interesting. But he should get 3 starts, and that formula worked well for Mizorowski. So give me Cam Schlittler.
Yeah, and I am going to go with Chase Burns. I mean, he has been unbelievable over the last month. You're only going to get 2 starts from him, but just given how poor the pitcher depth is, if I don't take Chase Burns, I'm just going to be stuck with nobody. So I would rather scrap for those hitters and go with Chase Burns and watch the Cardinals put up 9 on Cam tomorrow and the Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Which means, Sofia, you're on the clock.
Okay, I'm thinking that the pitchers that we have left are probably not super good. So
It's true.
I'll go with a hitter first, and that's going to be Andy Page, however you say that.
That's my guy. That's a good pick.
Okay, yeah, I
Andy
have a
Pages.
good vibe about him.
I had my eye
Yeah, he's
on
pretty good.
Pages.
He's a top 30
There's no way
player
he
as
was-
well.
yeah.
That is a very
There's no way
good
he was
selection.
ever falling to 8th, but
Well,
he was on my wish list.
I think one thing that's probably gone unspoken about is that anyone who drafts a Dodger in this household has to sleep somewhere else. So when we finish this show up, we're going to have to sort some accommodation arrangements out. Yeah, look, probably the smart play, despite my disgust for Pajes. What is he, 20-something on the season? He's 29th. Database coming in clutch. I kind of agree with Sofia's point about there's no point taking one of these pitchers. And look, you guys could screw me here if I don't take a pitcher by taking one of these terrible pitchers as your second card, but then you'd also kind of be leaving the door open for the other one to dominate. And, you know, I'd take a guy getting 0, but the way I went last week, a guy getting 0 would probably be my second best player. So with all that said, I'm going to pass on the pitchers for now as well. And I think a guy who is built for the big stage of Destiny Draft, he's been out for a while this year, but when he's going, and I think he's going to have a really strong back half of the season. I'm talking about Jose Ramirez, who doesn't strike out a lot, hits bombs, walks, steals bases, does all the things you want to see. And when he's healthy, which he finally has been again, he's an everyday player. So give me J-Ram first off the board as my first pick. And then I'm going to back up, to be honest, and go again with another position player, and I'll just take whatever crumbs are left in the pitching department. There's a few options here. I think, you know, Schwab is so fun to watch, but as we sort of figured out early in the season when Rolsey built the database, these boom or bust guys are more often than not bust over the course of a couple of weeks. And even a 2 or 3 home run game like Schwab is capable of doesn't necessarily undo a week of 1 to 2 to 3 strikeout games. So I'm going to pass on him. I think it's tricky. I like Churio. I don't mind Wyatt Langford. The Pirates are in a pretty good spot. Jake Mangum's going well. All these guys are in the same tier. But I want to be with maybe the most exciting rookie when healthy we've seen this year, and he'd probably be winning the AL Rookie of the Year if he hadn't missed time. I'm speaking about Japanese slugger Munetaka Murakami as my second position player and second pick.
Kind of expected that. You're very predictable, but that's why you're in first place. It's because you do things right and we do things wrong. Brings us back to Sophia, though, after a position player. Will you go pitcher, or are you going to do the same thing as Spoon and go another position player?
I'm honestly not too sure.
Yeah, me
Still
neither.
trying to decide.
There's only 3 pitchers left, by the way. They're all bad. So Grayson Rodriguez, Abner Uribe, who is a relief pitcher. You obviously know what that means, right? Comes out
Yeah,
of the bullpen.
100%. Yep.
Big bullpen girl. And Jameson Tyrone, who got sold for cash this morning, like a broken down 1973.
Sold for cash, because that still happens in baseball. You can be sold for cash.
Rolsey, we have a chance
frowned upon in most parts of the world, but not in baseball. What was it?
Rolsey, with only 3 pitchers left, if you wanted, you and I could team up and we could take a pitcher each and kind of sewer Spoon into taking a pitcher who literally will not play.
Yeah, but like honestly, these guys aren't that far off that production. So if you leave me with a 0, you could easily get negative with Grayson Rodriguez. Like he's given up 5-6 runs per start at the moment.
Yeah. It's like you take Uribe scored 4 points in the last 2 weeks, right? So if you're taking Uribe,
this is the only time I'd ever risk it because, by the time I get around to pick again at 12, normally you could snooker me, but you'd be kind of kamikaze-ing your own round if you did it. And I think whatever pact you guys make, you could easily break. Like if Eric promises Rolsey he's going to do it if he does it, he takes a jump pitcher, he can then go and grab a
superstar
position player. So
this is an integrity podcast. We've established integrity podcast. So we would
when it comes to you, Spoon, we are always honorable.
Yeah,
just not in the way you like.
All right, Sophia, you're up. We give a gentleman's minute. So I don't know, is a gentlewoman a thing? Do we give gentlewoman a minute and a half?
Well, at least 2, I would say. Okay, I'm picking this Nick Fortes guy. He doesn't seem like the best, but also like not too bad either.
That's usually how I like my logic.
Second hitter.
Yeah, that is good logic, but I like the justification. I'm taking this guy. He doesn't seem like the best.
The best guy to call.
That's actually a pretty good pick. He's been good lately.
Okay, let's hope he keeps being really good.
He's really good.
Who is that pick? Sorry,
decent at least. Nick Fortes.
All right. Yeah, he has been good. He was number 22 in all of baseball in the last 2 weeks. So
yeah,
would have scored 25 points in round 5. So yeah, that's a really good pickup.
That's exactly what I was looking at. All right, this is an interesting one. I was really hoping that I would have someone fall to me. I was hoping Pajes would fall to me. I thought it was sort of unrealistic, but I was kind of hopeful. Oh God, I just don't want to take guys I hate, and I think I might have to. There's not really that many good options on the board, to be totally honest. Like, do I want to dance with Kyle Schwarber? Probably not. Who's the Harris of the group this time around? They all, like, everybody's in like the 300s over the last month. This is, if it was, what'd you say, cracked last time? What do we use to describe this?
Yeah, pristine. I mean, cracked is somehow a bad thing, right? So pristine must be a good thing if you go with the opposite. Mint condition.
Yeah. Well, I guess we are going to have to go. I'm going to go with, he's been pretty consistent, and at least he's on a team that I don't hate. So I'm going to go with Chase Meadroth, or Mydroth, however you pronounce his name, with my second pick.
Yeah, I mean, he was the obvious one there. Like, he's who I was going to take. I mean, he was top 40 in round 5.
I can't remember.
Doesn't strike out a lot.
It might have happened, but I can't remember having guys on opposite teams on the same team. Like Eric's got Mydroth and I've got Murakami. Like we're just White Sox guys this week, right? But I want your guy to strike out so that my guy can come out and unload the bases. I'm sure probably it's happened. We're on round 6 now, but it doesn't jump out to me as a time that's happened before.
Man, this sucks.
Nick Fortes was a good pick.
Yeah. I was all over Fortes and Madroth, hoping that both of those guys would fall to me. Sort of a Cole Young type. There's a few different ways I could go here. I think one of the probably one of the safe picks is going to be Jake Mangum, because he doesn't strike out a lot. Would have scored 11 points in the last couple of weeks, and not striking out is sort of what helped me with Michael Harris and Cole Young. So just avoiding high strikeout guys when you assume you're going to get points from a guy like Schlittler. You just don't want guys that are just K'ing a bunch. So he had 14 hits compared to 11 strikeouts in the last 2 weeks. And 2 of those were today. So I think Jake Mangum will be my first pick on the turn.
Okay.
Oh, man. Where do you go here? Do you keep that?
You can probably afford to go Kyle Schwarber, right?
Well, that's what I mean. Do you keep that same thought process, or do you go a little bit risk and reward?
You can go a ceiling guy, I feel like, with your floor is Schlittler. You can probably eat some of Schwarber's bad days.
Well, the floor is me at the moment, Spoon, so I don't
You're
I
only
don't
as good
know
as your last round, brother.
The floor is me. Like Schwarber would be the fun one, but I need to ensure that he scores. Like he wouldn't have scored. Like he would have been -2, which is outrageous in the last round. And you look over the last month, and he's a -3 with 40 strikeouts in the month of July. So it's like it's kind of hard to justify taking him in this format.
I'll take him. It'd be kind of fun if you pass on him and then Schwarber goes nuts.
I think I'm gonna go. Ooh, and yeah, I'm bordering on Sofia's ladies 2 minutes here. I think I'm going to take Nathan Lucas of the Toronto Blue Jays. Same reason, gets on base, doesn't strike out a lot. Would have been tidy in the last round. Just playing kind of Moneyball stats. I think if Mangum and Lucas do what they did last round, Schlittler gets 3 starts. I think I can. I don't want to say safely, but I think I can just about find a path to 50 points, which we've learned is a winning path. So I'm going to take Lucas with my third pick.
I'm annoyed because I was going to take Nathan Lucas. I thought I was going to have a sneaky one, because the other thing you have going for you, Rolsey, is the Jays are about to offload dudes in the next 24 hours, and Nathan Lucas could be one of them, and he'll go to a place where he'll play a lot, or guys around him get traded and Lucas plays a lot more.
You almost don't want him to get traded. Like if he gets traded, he'll lose 3 games.
Could be a depth piece.
No, he's not playing enough right now, though. Like he's only getting 1 or 2 at-bats a game, right? They often do the subbing and the platooning. Like that's his downfall right now, is he's not getting game time. If he had full game time, he'd be one of the better players on the DD scoring system and list. And that's going to happen, I think, in either outcome. He's not going to take a step back. So I like this pick, but
Eric, if you're that desperate for a Blue Jay, you still can take Tyone. He's right there.
I was thinking about it. No, but I'm actually going a guy who's got a high ceiling as well. The problem is in July, he has struck out a lot. But if you look at his numbers in May and in June, he has been a top 30 player. So I'm going to bank that July was the bad month, and the norm is more a star of the game. So I'm quite surprised he's still here. Hopefully the strikeouts stay at bay. I think he's heating up. He was 2 for 3 today. Jackson Churio, you are on Team Eric. Now it gets interesting. Sofia and Spoon, you got to pick a pitcher.
Am I going first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've got mine. I'm picking Grayson Rodriguez.
Why?
Again, he doesn't look like he's the best player out there, but also like there's not much else. Only 19 points for this season, but I believe in him. Well, he's still young. He's new to the team, so I guess he still has a lot to give. And maybe it's just like a matter of timing. I don't know. I'm trying to be hopeful. Also, his jersey number is 21. which is my lucky number. So maybe that's a sign. I don't know. I trust
think
this guy.
I mean, the analysis was bang on when you said first.
Thanks.
I'm picking Grayson Rodriguez. He's not very good, but there's nothing else. It's probably who I would have picked of the three options you have. And number 21, why not? Let's roll with it.
It bodes well for the security of our relationship when it all boils down to doesn't really do a lot right, but I still believe in him. I feel like I'm pretty safe here, boys.
Yeah. Yep. I would agree.
So what are your options, Spoon?
I thought she was going to pick you, Spoon. I thought that's where that was leading before she actually said
Spoon
Grayson's
would have
name.
more points potentially than Grayson Rodriguez, to be fair, this week. There's that potential.
Yeah.
Look, I literally have two options amongst active players. I think this is the worst it's ever been as far as like a forced pick, right? We just got a what do you guys reckon? Maybe a 70-30 split to begin with of hitters and pitchers, and then that pitcher pool was weakened by injury and a few minor league guys that aren't up at the moment, and then just a couple of genuine trash bags. So I've got trash bag A or trash bag B. Abner Uribe, relief pitcher for the Brewers, or Jameson Taillon. I'm honestly just looking for which one's less likely to give me a negative score. To be honest with you, I think the safer play here is Taillon because the Blue Jays picked him up. Now they've already offloaded Gossman. They probably moved Bieber as well, maybe Scherzer. He's going to be in a 5-man rotation. He's going to be starting. I think there's more of a path to some points if he gets 3 starts, which he will if he plays. And if he doesn't, he gets 0. So as far as I'm concerned, 0 or something is probably a safer play than taking a Brewers reliever who's got an ERA in the 5s or something, I think. He hasn't really been scoring all season. He's a middle relief guy, so he's not high strikeouts. He's not coming out there to, shut down with the same level that a Mason Miller is. So, yeah, look, I joked about it before, but I think I've been backed into a corner here, and I've got to take Blue Jays legend Jameson Taillon.
Hey, Spoon, do you believe in magic?
I don't, but Sofia does. And if Grayson Rodriguez can come good, then maybe Jameson Taillon can too.
Well, how about a Canadian, Jameson Taillon, coming home, pitching for Canada's team and getting to pitch against his former team this week against the Cubs. Gossman also going against them too. I don't know, man. I feel like there could be some baseball magic in there where Nathan Lucas hits 3 homers and Jameson Taillon shuts out the Cubs or something like that in the game. So I don't think Taillon's too bad of a pick. But you're right, he could get shelled and you might be negative.
I like that even though the Toronto Blue Jays GM has given up on the team, Eric still hasn't. Like, there's always someone out there in your corner, right? There's magic coming in Toronto this week, apparently.
We're all disgustingly loyal, aren't we? Read those 4 teams back, just so that the listeners have an idea of who we've picked.
Yeah, sure. So Team Rolsey started things off with Schlittler, his ace, and then a couple of position players in Mangum and Lucas. We've got Team Eric, who kicked off with Chase Burns. It's definitely the first time anyone's taken a guy back-to-back. Chase Burns didn't even need to unpack his locker this morning when he departed Team Eric from last round. He's got the exact same spot again as the ace of Eric's rotation. He then rounded out his team with 2 position players in Chase Mydroth and Jackson Churio. The listener spot, Team Sofia, we've got Andy Pajes, unfortunately. We'll be talking about that later due to our no Dodgers rule. Nick Fortes, second position player off the board. And then Grayson Rodriguez, who isn't doing that well, but Sofia believes in him. Then we've got my team, which is, to be fair, very similar. I've got a little bit of star power in Jose Ramirez and Murakami as my position players. And then if magic is real, I might have the magic man, Jameson Taillon, as my starting pitcher.
Well, I like the teams. I was kind of annoyed because I had my eyes on Fortes and Lucas and snookered right before, once from Sofia, once from Rolsey. So, oh well. I don't think anyone's that happy with their team. Rolsey's, he should win this, right? He's got Cam going 3 times. Like you have to win this, Rolsey.
Rolsey's $1.40. Like he's just, the more you put on, the more you get back, kind of thing right now. Unbackable.
Sophia, what's the words of coaching you're going to be using to your group of 3 players that will be fighting honorable, just on behalf of Italy, right? Like there's a lot on the line for these 3 guys.
I'll say a prayer for them. I'll watch them very closely. And hopefully that's enough. I don't know. What else can I do?
Pray.
Yeah.
Spoon?
I will say that the one thing we haven't touched on with Schlittler is he's on my fantasy team or my Destiny draft team, and he's also 10 strikeouts away from getting Spoon's first pitcher's future of the season up. So might
He's
that
also-
be some sort of omen for tomorrow?
He's
He'll have
also
9 strikeouts for sure tomorrow. Exactly 9.
He's
Is
also
this the
blocking
odd
me
curse?
on a. He's blocking me on a very large Dylan C. Cy Young ticket, though. So you best believe I'm hoping he gets shelled over the next couple of weeks. He can get his 10 strikeouts, but he can give up 20 runs. That'd be great. Yeah, I'll echo Sophia's words. I think watch and pray is probably as deep as it gets at this point, especially with Tyone as the ace of the rotation. I mean, Tyone wouldn't have even made it on our thinnest of theme teams. You know, like I don't think we would have ever had to go this low. I would have genuinely taken Ryan Zephyr over Jameson Tyone. So to be left with that as my best and only pitching option, it's not great, but we'll see how watching and praying goes for the two of us.
Well, I'm looking forward to all of that. Thank you very much, everybody, for chipping in with the draft. I look forward to seeing how this shapes out. Congrats to Rolsey once again. I'm glad this chapter has passed us. I'm glad Rolsey has at least made things interesting. The standings were starting to blow out a little bit, but Andrew Reynolds has come through and helped bunch him up with the most iconic performance of the Destiny draft season to date. Happy watching, happy listening. Spoon and I back tomorrow to talk some trade deadline stuff. We've actually traded Rolsey away for cash considerations, so he won't be with us tomorrow, but that's okay. The X-Pots will be on it. We'll catch you then.